Wendy Braun, as I said. Wendy is going to talk about how to break free and achieve success. Wendy is an accomplished actress, breakthrough expert, and international speaker, referred to by many supporters as a positive, uplifting force and spiritual game change for creatives. You may recognize Wendy from guest appearances on several hit television shows, including Grey's Anatomy, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Criminal Minds, and many more. Currently, Wendy is now enjoying her 4th season on Netflix's Atypical, where her work has garnered her a For Your Emmy consideration status as Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series. Wendy is also the CEO and founder of actorinspiration.com, where her proven strategies, powerful programs, and popular guided meditations have helped thousands of creatives worldwide overcome obstacles and create breakthrough success. So ladies and gentlemen, Wendy Braun.
Hi, Laurel, Seema, everyone all over the world. This is such a pleasure. I got to just start this by saying, let's continue the barefoot party, right?
Yes.
Singing was awesome, and I'm just happy to be here. Hi.
Yay. All right.
Barefoot. Or socks if you're in cold weather, right?
Yeah, I've got really nasty slippers on that I don't want to show.
You know what?
Otherwise I would, but yeah, I'll let you take it away. You got pretty feet.
Oh, thank you. I also just want to start by saying I've been here all morning watching you guys as I've been getting ready, and Seema and Laura, what an amazing job you've done putting this together. I'm so honored to be a part of it. Listening to Dr. Chopra and then meeting all the authors. I'm virtual high-fiving you all. Amazing. The panelists, I was like taking notes. And then Seema, I got to tell you, I got teary-eyed at your beautiful poem. I literally was doing eye makeup with a Q-tip. Like, I can't do that. I'm trying to get ready and getting teary-eyed along the way. So what a beautiful, beautiful day this has been, you all. And I'm just honored to be here.
Oh, we're so glad to have you. And I can't wait to share you with the world. I've just been waiting. It's like a present on Christmas Day.
Oh, you are so sweet.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to sign off and let you do your thing.
Okay.
Have fun, ladies and gentlemen. Wendy Braun.
All right. So I don't know if Seema's coming on to chat, or I'll just dive in because I wanted to just give you guys tons of value today. So I'm going to go to my handy dandy Keynote. Yes, I am. Because you know what? I just thought we'd mix it up with some visuals. So let me tell me if you can all see that. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I know there's like a little delay in our, there we go. Okay, great. In the chat too. So yes, I'm excited to be here at the Break Free International Summit and Book Launch. You should all be so proud. I am excited to teach you how to break free and achieve success. And really just wherever you are in the world. Seema just said 13 countries and more. And I know some people will probably watch this later. Some will come on and off. So just welcome to this amazing game-changing 2-day event. I'm really psyched to be here. I do want to just also give you guys permission, or just say if you're inspired along the way, you can feel free to screenshot your favorite aha moments during our time together and just share them with me afterwards on Instagram stories. If you're on Instagram, come say hi. I will share your story. So you can screenshot or on your phone or however you want, tag me at Ms. Wendy Braun. And I'd love to see what sparked joy for you today. So I know here we are 2 months into 2021, right? And I know some people have been struggling, and maybe some of you have felt like this lately, right? Just with all that's going on, maybe in your house and work and handling everything, right? So maybe you've been, I like to call it, I don't know if you've been shoulding on yourself lately. That's what this can look like, where you just say, I should be doing more, right? It's like, oh, I should be, handling the kids and doing the work, and oh, I should be writing another book maybe, or whatever your should do list. I know a lot of us, especially at the top of the year, start out with this should do list that starts to weight on ourselves, right? And usually, I know a lot of people, thought leaders say take massive action. And so we say, I should be taking massive action if I really want to succeed this year, right? You start to set out new goals, and that should do list and that of doing, right? I should be busy doing more is usually the thought for most people. So I just wanted to share, here's why taking massive action can actually be counterproductive, even now that we're two months into the new year. When you're shoulding on yourself, literally, and feeling like you got to take massive action from that place, when you use that as your first step in wanting to succeed maybe more this year or do more, here's why that is actually counterproductive to your efforts. So when your efforts come from an energy of frustration and lack and doubt, then they will never result in success. I'm going to say that again. That's like a really important point. When your efforts, so you can check in today or this week as something comes up in your life and then it stresses you out and then you go back to your should-do list. Is my energy coming from frustration, lack, and doubt? Because if it is, I'm going to invite you to shift that, and I'm going to help you shift that today. So when your efforts come from an energy of frustration, lack, and doubt, they will never result in success. So achieving success doesn't need to be a struggle, and I am here to show you all an easier way. This way, I'm going to give you guys, I know I only have 30 minutes, so that's why I put this together, to really add value and give you guys some practical tools and help you to feel a shift in our time together in the next 30 minutes so you can break free and achieve more success. And I know most anyone watching this is already a high achiever, but I know us high achievers always have something else on the list that we want to do and expand and achieve. And so today will help you to expand that vision for yourself. So here's what you're going to learn from me. So I'm going to teach you the number one factor that determines your level of success and how to make sure it is working for you and not against you. You're going to learn the 3 reasons why most people don't get what they want, and then how to not be one of them, right? And then you'll have 4 questions to ask to begin a major transformation. And I'll show you why this will change your results really fast. And it's going to be 4 questions that you can ask yourself every single day to really shift things in your life. And then 1 simple shift to release what's blocking you. We're going to go on a powerful guided meditation journey today. It's super short, but really powerful. And it's going to help you reclaim your power. And I can't wait to share that with you. And then we'll do a quick Q&A. And I'll actually give you a link to a free guided meditation gift that you all can have. You can actually use it along with the book. It very much is a similar theme. I was just happy to share that gift with you guys. So just to help you continue this process of breaking free and achieving success daily. So I will let you know that at the end. Quick intro, if we've never met, I'm Wendy Braun. I've been a successful working actress in Hollywood for over 2 decades. Very fortunate. Most recently, as Laurel said, I am just back shooting this week my 4th season of Netflix's Atypical. It's been a blast. And I've also appeared on many of your favorite shows and many of your favorite networks for decades, and it's been a lot of fun. Everything I share with you guys today are tools that I use to thrive while balancing career and motherhood and family. And I know so many of us have multiple things we're doing. We have speakers and coaches and, mothers and dads. And everything I share with you today has helped me to balance that and learn ways to do that. I do want to share, I want to start by sharing this important truth. That I want you all to know, that my success over these years has come from mastering the fine art of dealing with rejection, disappointment, and failure without allowing it to define me, derail me, or defeat me. It was so interesting listening to the panelists, if you guys were here for that a little bit ago, of one person can say one thing to you in high school, and that set one panelist off on a trajectory in a different direction. And then of course she found her voice in a different way and is going back to her music. And I thought of that, of like, how we can all let that roll off our backs. You're going to submit for things and you're going to get rejected, whether it's as an author or a speaker or a coach or all kinds of things. And I feel like as an actor, and Laurel can probably speak to this as well, we deal with rejection and disappointment and failure on a daily basis. and the tools and the thick skin you have to develop while still believing in yourself has been a journey for me. And it has included a lot of ugly cries in my car. I'll just say that. I always say to actors that if you haven't cried on every single freeway in Los Angeles, then you just haven't lived here long enough. So I'm all about getting the emotion out, and then you got to keep going. All right. So I will say, you guys, this is probably the number one consistent thing I have done over and over and over again to break free and achieve success. This is sort of like under the iceberg that everyone doesn't see when they see the successful, red carpet moment or whatever it is, my teachings. And I'm sure you all have that feeling where it's what's underneath it that you really have to deal with, the rejection, the disappointment. The key is not letting it define you, not letting it derail you, and not letting it defeat you. And I hope to help you do that and give you tools to even do that more today. All right. So I'm just going to give you a sampling of some of the mindset secrets that I've used myself, and I've also helped thousands of other creatives along the way. So here's the number one factor that determines your success. Here's what it's not. It is not your talent. Yes, it's not your talent. It is not how many degrees you have or what school you went to. It's not your IQ. It's not how many likes or followers you have on social media, or even who you know. And I know many of you, maybe if you're wanting to build a platform, you might think, well, no, it's the followers, because if I get a certain amount of followers, then I'll get that other deal here, or, I need to be a bigger influencer, all of that, right? So here's the number one factor that determines your success. Here's what it is. It is your core belief system. It is your core belief system that determines your success, even though many people want to tell you it's all those other things. So the career and the life you have right now in this moment, February 2021, is actually a direct reflection of your inner beliefs, right? And why is that? Well, we don't get what we want. We get what we believe. So the beliefs you have right now are shaping everything. And some are great and creating great success for you. And maybe some need a little refining, right? Or a little reframing. So your brain is literally trained to filter out anything that doesn't match your core belief system. That's why believing you need a following and then trying to take action from a frustrated place and that belief, it's going to be muddy. It's going to be hard to create what you want, right? So there's so many amazing stories in this book, and I've read so many of them that speak to shifting our inner beliefs. So I know so many of the authors here, you know this, you got this, and I high five you. This is the key to truly breaking free, right? And I just wanted to throw the book up there for anyone who hasn't gotten it. Definitely get it. Shout out to our international best-selling authors too. I think it's just so exciting that you're all coming together in this way, and I've loved it. But the theme of this inner belief, shifting the inner beliefs, it's really woven throughout so many of the stories of like something that happened and you had to shift really who you were being to create what you wanted to create. So mindset secret number one, your outer experiences are truly a mirror of your inner state of mind, right? And so if you want new results this year, we got to create a new mindset, right? So when you don't like what's showing up in your outer world in any area, right? We've all got to change what's going on in our inner world first, okay? So here's 3 reasons why most people don't get what they want, all right? Number 1, you don't know what you want. So you set hazy goals and you get hazy results. And here's what that looks like. Like maybe some of you are saying, this year I just want to make more money. Like now I'm an author and I just want to make more money. Well, I could give you $5 and you made more money, right? Because that's hazy. More money. It's very vague. It's not specific. It's not stating and envisioning exactly what will that look like, right? Or you say, I just want more happiness. I know Dr. Chopra was talking about happiness earlier today, and he asked us to define it, right? What is happiness for each of us? It's so different, right? And if you say, well, I just want more happiness without defining it, then you're constantly searching for an elusive, moving target, because you're going to get something and that's not going to be it. It's not going to be enough. And I know, because I've definitely gone through that as well. Reason number 2, you know what you want, but you have a limiting belief. So you set bigger goals from a subconscious level, right? You have your goals, you have it listed out, you wrote it out at the beginning of the year maybe, but you didn't upgrade your subconscious beliefs. So here's what that tends to look and sound like. And maybe some of you are in this place. I want it, but I don't have enough training, or I'm too old, or I don't have a big enough platform or enough connections, or no one in my family has ever done this, right? That is a limiting belief. And you may have your goal, but if your thoughts and words and actions all day come from the "but I don't have whatever it is," fill in the blank for you, you are limiting yourself. You are putting resistance on your own trail without realizing it, thinking it's literally that. So it's great to become aware of that. And hopefully today I'm helping you do that. Like it or not, I guess. But I'm going to help you come out of it on the other side. So reason number 3, you know what you want, but you have a contradicting belief. So you set big goals, but it's a slightly different than a limiting belief, because contradicting belief, it just means that subconsciously you believe that the success you desire, that you state, that you wrote out, that you have on your vision board, that you really want, deep down you actually think it might negatively impact your life. And so it sounds like this: if I become really successful, all of my relationships will change, or I might lose those I love, or I won't have time for my family, or I won't know who likes me for me. Like, if I'm so successful and everyone's coming at me, how am I going to know who's real? Or what if I can't sustain it? What if I do this thing and it does great? And then what am I going to do next time, right? All of that. So we push away the success we crave because we've actually attached a negative belief about it. We think it's not good for our soul. So mindset secret number 2, it is less about what you are doing and more about who you are being, right? It's less about what you're doing, the actions, and it's more about who you are being, which is amazing because you can shift that rather quickly. So here's 4 questions to ask to begin a major transformation today. And you guys can write this down and then sort of maybe journal about this today, or maybe look at it in your own life, whichever one speaks to you the most. Who am I being? Who am I being? Right? Not what am I doing today? First question in the morning, who am I being today? It is what I want and who I am being and what I am believing today all in alignment. Is what I want and who I am being and what I am believing today in alignment. I'm trying to get to the comments too in your Facebook group so I can see this. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, great. I'm just going to get that on my thing too. Okay, so is what I want and who I'm being and what I am believing today in alignment. Then question number 2 is how am I thinking? So is what I want and the thoughts I am thinking in alignment? Is what I want and the thoughts I'm thinking in alignment? And I think this is where we can often go off the rails, right? We're just fighting ourselves all day. And sometimes, honestly, I know for me as an actor at times, you can just pick up your phone, you can be feeling good and you can be picking up your phone and then you start scrolling and then you start comparing and then you start thinking, this can't happen for you because look at this shiny, bright post from someone else made you feel and think that somehow you're not enough, right? So how am I thinking? Is what I want and the thoughts I am thinking in alignment, right? So who am I being? And then how am I thinking? And number 3, what am I saying, right? Our words have so much power. Not only the written word, which you all know how powerful, the powerful change of the written word, but in our words, in how we speak, not only to those we love, but even online, what we're saying, right? Even on Zoom. So is what I want and the story I'm telling or the conversations I'm having in alignment? Is what I want and the story I am telling, or the conversations I'm having, or the posts I'm posting, or the comments I'm making on someone else's post? Am I out there ranting about stuff, or I have a feeling this group is only spreading peace, love, and unity, but it's a good moment to check in. Am I trying to shift how someone else is thinking? And how am I doing that? Is it from a place of love, or is it from a place of anger? And how can I shift that? What am I saying? What am I saying to myself? What am I saying out in the world? What is the story I am telling? And then what am I doing? And that is number 4. What am I doing? Absolutely, you have to take action. Is what I want and the actions I'm taking in alignment? And I love these 4 questions, because when you begin with who am I being? How am I thinking? What am I saying? And then what am I doing? The first 3 inspire all the others. And notice, you all, how there are 3 elements to align before you take action. So for the sake of time today, we are going to dive in the first one. Who am I being? Because I know that when you shift who you are being, which I'm going to help you do in the next 6 minutes, it will have a ripple effect on all of the other elements. All right. So one simple shift, Tony Robbins says, all personal breakthroughs begin with a change in beliefs, right? So it's that belief system that has to shift first to create change, right? Not the action. It's first the belief. And he's the guy who says, take massive action. But I love that he's really saying you got to shift the belief first, because otherwise the action is just the same from the old limiting belief. So when you shift who you are being and what you are believing, it will actually shift all of the other components. And that's what I love about this work is in my own work with my students all over the world, they've had major shifts from shifting a very simple limiting or contradictory belief. I think here's the key for all of us is what's causing your or our, I should say the collective our, what's causing our suffering and pain. It's not our circumstances, right? But it's what we have made it mean about who we are. So I'll speak to that for you. What's causing your suffering and pain is not your circumstances, right? It's what you have made it mean about you. So we have something happen to us, and then someone tells us we can't do something. And then we add meaning to the event, and then we make it mean, oh, I must be not enough because this person said, you're not, I don't think you're very good. What if I just took the meaning out of the event and it was just an event, and maybe it was based on what they had going on that day and it had nothing to do with me. That's what I've done as an actress for 20 years is remove the meaning from the event, which is can be very challenging. I know. But what I've also learned is that it's also temporary. Our circumstances, the ones that we don't like, they can all change so quickly, but it's the story that we then attach and tell ourselves about the event that we added meaning to. That is what keeps us stuck, right? Sometimes for decades. So I invite you to begin again here today, right? And I think as thought leaders and achievers and authors and speakers and coaches, and we sometimes all sort of know this stuff, but today I feel like it's about taking this possible common knowledge and reminding ourselves, we're really good at teaching it, but how good are we at ourselves doing it, turning it into a common practice. So just notice the story you're telling yourself today, especially about the next big goal, right? If it's not kind, change the story. It is, I feel like it's a mindfulness practice that is a daily practice, right? That we're sort of never done doing that and becoming consciously aware of, oh, that's a story that is not serving me today. I'm going to shift that right now in this moment, right? Before I go make dinner even, or talk to my kids or write another book or whatever it is, right? So the compassion that we all want to see and feel in the world has to first come from within. And what's so beautiful about all of you that want to spread this peace, love, and unity in the world is we all can't do it without working on ourselves. So this really is the perfect place to come together and reignite that feeling. So how do you align with the success or the next success that you all really want? Well, I know this from my own career and my own workings. Condemning where you are will never help you get to where you want to be. So you can beat yourself up along the way. It's just everything's going to slow down and not be fun. And you're not going to get there and enjoy the journey. So I invite you to notice, when are you condemning where you are, and shift that story moment by moment. This really is a mindfulness moment by moment practice. So secret number 3 is, if you want to change your results this year, and I know we all have big dreams, you got to change your subconscious programming, that part of I should have an iceberg here, but that part underneath the part that everyone sees, right? That subconscious side of you that's really operating everything. So one of the research shows, scientific research actually, has proven that one of the fastest ways to reprogram the subconscious mind is through guided meditation and visualization. And why is that? Because your subconscious mind, it responds to your feelings, right? And that is why shifting how you feel changes everything. So I wanted to come in here today and help you all do that. I know this is a great feeling day, so I guess I'm gonna just keep the good feeling going. I'm gonna give you 6 words to reclaim your power in those moments. And I know so many of you have been through all kinds of challenges. We all have. This is a 6-word mantra that has helped me through the loss of my own parents, through the ups and downs, the roller coaster ride of all of the things I've dealt with in my life, that I can still sit here today, I almost said stand, and tell you, and I want you to take this on as your own mantra, that everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. It has been a reminder I set on my phone. It's been a mantra I've told myself in the middle of evacuating for a fire, deaths, grief, all of it. And it's not to say we don't feel the emotion, we absolutely do, but it's coming out on the other side, which I feel like this entire book is about the resiliency of the human spirit. And that really comes from knowing, you know what, there's a gift in here and it's working out and this is my path and I'm going to make peace with that today. And sometimes that may take a little bit longer, and many tears and the roller coaster of emotions that we may have to go through. But at the root of it, it's the spirit of knowing that everything always works out for me. So today I wanted to share, I create a lot of guided meditations that creatives all over the world have been using. And so I wanted to share one with you all today. We're going to listen to this, a short version of this longer guided meditation called Everything Always Works Out for Me. And we're just going to listen to it very quick. It's a few minutes of this guided meditation. So for now, I would invite everyone just to turn off any and all distractions, any other browsers open. Don't turn off my volume because you want to hear the audio. Just to fully receive this gift from me, I'm going to play it here. I've got my recorder. Anytime you do hear me say anything about the roles you've gotten or not, obviously, I was speaking to actors, but for our purposes here, if you hear that, any roles, you can substitute the word roles for jobs you've gotten or career milestones or the roles you play in your life. You can substitute that word for that. You don't have to know how to meditate. You don't have to sit in some specific pose at all. There's actually nothing you need to do. You can just right now, just put your hands in your lap, put all your pens and notes down if you were taking notes or screenshotting things. And just put your hands in your lap, relax, and everyone just close your eyes and open your heart and simply listen. I'm going to play this guided meditation called Everything Always Works Out for Me. So let's all take a deep collective breath and exhale. And you can mute a microphone if you have it on, and just let go and simply be here now. Allow yourself to receive this with an open heart and mind as we listen together and align with the feeling that no matter what has happened in your life, that everything always works out for me. Take a listen. Here we go.
Take a moment now and see yourself at the opening of a long and winding tunnel that is lit with beautiful candles. And as you take a step into this tunnel, you know that you are safe. You actually feel the positive energy pour over you as you begin to walk back in time in your life. On the walls of this tunnel are collages and photos and memorabilia from every single year of your life. All of the moments captured, the ones that lifted your spirit and the ones that broke your heart, they all have made you who you are today. They have all shaped you and expanded you into who you have become. They all occurred in divine order. You begin to see it all with the eyes of one who knows that everything always works out for you. You walk through the most recent section of your life, the last 5 years. And as you begin to look closer at the pictures and the collages and the moments captured and the memorabilia, you are amazed at all you have done, all you have been through, all you have learned, how far you've come, how much you've changed, how you've grown, and how you've expanded. You continue to walk, noticing both sides of this glorious tunnel. As it goes back 10 years, you see a picture of you 10 years ago, and you know exactly where you were, the concerns you may have had, and how you felt about your future and yourself. You look into the eyes of this version of you from 10 years ago, and you can easily tell yourself that everything always works out for you. You continue down this path into young adulthood or adolescence or your childhood, and you notice the amazing pictures and memories and memorabilia and all the times you wondered how life would work out for you. And you stand there proud of who you've become and what you have done and all you have learned along the way. You begin to see how life has unfolded for you in amazing ways. You continue walking down the tunnel and you land at your birth. You see yourself on the day you were born. This infant version of you is all knowing, has no doubts or fears or worries or judgments. This infant version of you is pure, positive energy. Take a moment and look into your eyes when you were a baby. You were born with greatness. You were born with wings. Learn to use them and fly. You are ready to fly, to soar, to enjoy the view, to love. You realize you were born with only love in your heart. You feel a deep sense of love for your amazing journey. You turn around and feel renewed, rebirthed. You walk along your path of life, beginning with your birth, and you thank every single moment, every memory, every event. You thank your parents for the times they praised you, and even for the times they didn't know how to. You thank them for all the things they did right and for all the things they may have done wrong. You walk along your amazing life's journey and you thank all the teachers, those that encouraged you and those that didn't. You thank the friends that supported you and those that may have doubted you. You thank the times you questioned yourself and the times you knew you were on fire. You thank the seeming failures, the setbacks, the obstacles, the mistakes you may have made, and all you learned from them. You thank the courage you mustered along the way, the perseverance it took to keep going, the expansion that unfolded within you. You thank every role you've gotten and the ones you didn't. You thank every single achievement you've had and all it took to accomplish each and every one of them. You thank every single solitary step of your journey. You take your time on this path, noticing how your amazing life has unfolded all so you could evolve into the magnificent being you are today. What an amazing life. This path now leads you out of the tunnel and into the light. You step out of the tunnel having reflected on how everything always works out for you and how your magnificent path has led you to this very moment. You look to the blue sky, and as you begin your journey forward, you know in your heart, in your mind, in your body, in your soul, that everything always works out for you. You are now more relaxed and knowing than you have been in a long time. And your mind is now drawn to what you love and appreciate about your life. As you continue to move about your day, owning, knowing, and declaring that everything always works out for me, evidence begins to appear all around you. You listen to your intuition and take inspired action from this amazing new feeling deep in your heart that everything always works out for me.
You can open your eyes and come back into the room. I got a little teary-eyed on that one. I can't see the chat in the Zoom, but I would love to hear in the comments. If you are on Facebook, you can type in the comments, I'd love to hear how that felt for you. I know it's a little delayed, but I will try to be able to see it. So that basically, hopefully you can see now from this place of knowing that everything always works out for me. You can see how from this place you can break free from whatever has been holding you back, and you can move forward more easily. That is my wish for you all. Making peace with where you are, it will always move you in the direction of what you want. So whatever that next big goal is for you, it's all about making peace with the journey up till here. And then the next failure, it's making peace with that. And the next no, and the next you're not this, and all of it. It's just, you just keep coming back to, great, I'm closer to a yes when I hear the no, right? If you don't make peace first, then all of your action comes from fear and doubt and uncertainty. So just to wrap it up, and then we'll do a Q&A. Now, you know the number one factor that determines your level of success. You know how to make sure it's working for you and not against you. You learned the 3 reasons why most people don't get what they want, how to not be one of them. You got the 4 questions to ask daily to begin a major transformation. And I hope you see how that will shift your results fast. And then this simple shift to release what's blocking you, going on that powerful guided meditation journey to help you just continue to make peace with where you are. And I do know how hard it can be to maintain this mindset that we're all, Seema and Laurel are gathering us all here today to cultivate this peace, love, and unity. And doing it on your own, I know, is challenging. So if you have not gotten the book yet, be sure to grab this uplifting book. I can't wait to dive into it more. And I also wanted to give you all, and anyone who watches this later, a free guided meditation gift from me. It's the different one than I just shared with you today, but I created it right in the beginning of the pandemic, and thousands of people have been loving it. It's called Easing Anxiety and Improving Well-Being. And you can open up a new browser window. You can go to actorinspiration.com/breakfree. We made a special link for the Break Free Summit. So actorinspiration.com/breakfree. And you can download it. It's just my free gift to you to help you to just continue this practice of quieting our minds, opening our hearts, and creating more peace, love, and unity in the world. And with that, let's do a quick Q&A or whatever we have time for. I am going to stay and answer as many questions as I can. Coming back.
Wow, thank you so much, Wendy. That was wonderful.
Oh, look, thank you so much. I just see now in the comments, Marilyn said that she loved the meditation, and she said that your mantra has been my mind for about 15 years. So I just want to high five Marilyn on that. I love it going out to so many other people. Oh,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Seema, thank you so much.
And there's going to be a lot more in the chat. So let's do some Q&A. One of the questions, Wendy, is, how do I handle naysayers when I'm working on my big dream? Sometimes, we get discouraged because people around us are not supporting us, or they think of as you're becoming a new person, as you're thinking, everything is always working out for me, we have other people in our community, in our circle that are like, oh no, remember, you're not like that. That's not going to work out for you, or that's not what you're going to do.
Yes.
So how do you handle that?
Yes, and that's going to come up because the bigger your dream and the more you expand, the more it's going to disrupt how others, especially those closest to you, perceive you, because your identity to them, if that shifts, it can disrupt how that relationship. So here's what I've been doing for the last year or so, or maybe a little longer, but I constantly have to remind myself, but I share this with you, to remind myself that everyone is responding to me based on their own conscious awareness from their own personal evolution. And so it really is about, I know it's hard to do, but it's creating that space for someone to not believe in you, even if it's your spouse, someone you live with. I know it's hard when they're literally chatting in your ear like this. What happens is the outer person who's like, are you sure you can do that? It becomes, I've been using this lately because it's a visual that works. It becomes your own inner critic that's attached to your own arm, right? And you're like, yeah, maybe they're right. And so if someone else is saying something to you that's sparking something within you, that means you got to clean it up within you, right? So it's all a growth opportunity, but it's definitely taking a step back and going and looking, where are they coming at? A lot of people who we love, as we want to succeed more, they might think they might lose us. So they end up saying something super negative when really at the heart of it is they're scared to lose us. So it's reassuring that it's having a deeper conversation, but that's where it begins. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Look within you. It's also, here's the theme, everyone. Everyone keeps saying the same thing. You need to look within. You need to see inside you. And once you can resolve that that pull and tug that we feel, then you are going to be able to move forward. It is not easy, but we're all here to say, and we're saying it because we have done it.
Yes.
So it is possible. You have to work at it. You have to work at it. And the best thing is, it's like riding a bike. Don't get upset if you're not able to do something consistently. The important thing is you need to bounce back, get back on track. We're humans. You're going to stop. You're going to have, do things that you used to do before, but it's important to get back on track. Quickly, one more question, Wendy, and the other one is, do you have one quick tip on how to handle stress? What is your way of handling stress the best way?
Yes. One quick tip I would say is to is reframing the situation. It literally is all a mind game, right? Everything's a mind game. Our reaction, it's a reaction because we think we have no control. So maybe you've heard this before, but instead of why is this happening to me? Like, I can't believe this is happening. Just like the pandemic, as so many of you have done, why is this happening for me? What can I gain out of that? I will say a quick, easy thing for people who live together, it's helped me with my kids with homeschooling, is the 3-breath hug. If you don't know what a 3-breath hug is, it's asking anyone in your house who's stressed, or even if you're stressed, you saying, hey, can we do a 3-breath hug? I've been doing it with my kids for a year now since the pandemic started, where it sounds simple and easy, but it's amazing how it just brings you back to the present moment. And you can do this with yourself or an animal if you live alone, but it's literally, my son and I have 2 sons. We just have a moment, I do it with my husband, where we hug each other and we take 3 breaths together. And it's that, I just got goosebumps because it's always the simplest thing that really has such a profound effect. I love tools that are simple and easy and practical and doable. So if you haven't done a 3-breath hug yet with someone you've lived with for a year in a pandemic or more, I would say try that. The last thing I'll say, I can have a thought. I am not my thoughts. So all of it comes back to conscious awareness of, what's that thing I'm doing when I get stressed? Oh, there's that thing I say to myself when I get stressed. I'm going to try a 3-breath hug. I'm going to see what the gift is. I'm going to step back and just have a moment. And that's what mindfulness and meditation helps you do. It puts tools in place to help you do that. So there's 3 quick things.
Really good thing. Thank you so much. I follow all the suggestions that you have said, and they work wonderful. Awesome. Wendy, I so appreciate you coming here today and celebrating with us. Yes. And it just means so much to me. I feel like I've known you forever in the short time that we've gotten to know each other. Yes. And that has been the most beautiful thing with everyone that I have met now or before. I have that special connection with every single speaker and every single person that is here. And it just warms my heart and touches my heart that you're here to help spread the word, to break free to peace, love, and unity. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Seema. I appreciate it. You emanate that and you have pulled us all in, and I'm happy to be here. So thanks for all you do. And I appreciate it.
Thank you. And Laurel, I'm going to hand this back to you.
Oh, thank you, Seema. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Wendy. We really appreciate it. There's some great stuff in the chat, so I hope you get a chance to check it out. I won't go through all of it now so we can stay on time, but that was phenomenal.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye.